I'm only going to take a few minutes of your time. There's a couple of things I want to remind you of before you enter the content section of the course. Now, this time I'm sure you've either read or printed out your syllabus. And if you have not, I strongly suggest you do so, because there's some important information in it, such as your assignments and the due date of them, as well as an explanation of what you expect of me and what I can expect of you. And listing of the reading assignments and projects are about 2.5 pages on the back of your syllabus. Now, there's a rule in our school that you must submit a written assignment to be considered an attending student. Now, there is a suggestion of a discussion question at the top of the menu, and that's not mandatory. However, if you do go online with the discussion and introduce yourself to your fellow students, you'll earn 5 points, and it'll count as an assignment. So you will become an attending student before your first lessons even due. Now, I know this sounds a little redundant, but this is an online course, and it's going to be necessary for you to have your own computer and check in at least once a week to keep up current on assignments. And the reason I even mention it is because I've had students in the past who did not have their own computer, and they tried to depend on getting access to a computer at school or at a library or a friend's house, and it did not always work. Now, each week is considered a lesson, and you're going to earn points by completing the assignments in that lesson. And the lesson starts at 11:30 on Sunday night and goes through the next Sunday night at 11:30, so you have a full week. Now, the points that you earn are used to figure your grade. And this point spread is explained in page 3 of your syllabus, along with an explanation of just how many and what kind of assignments you're going to have during this semester. Now, there is no arrangement for extra credit or makeup work, so it's important for you to keep current on your work. And that's not written in cement or stone, as they say. I mean, there's always things that are going to come up in life, and when you least expect it, a snowstorm, the power goes out. If you have a legitimate reason for not completing the work, arrangements can be made. However, it's going to have to be a legitimate reason, not just one I didn't do it or I forgot. So I would please encourage you to try to keep current on your weekly assignments. It's easier on you, because once you get behind in a history class, it's hard to catch up. And it's easier on me grading. Now, as an adjunct professor, I do not have an office on campus. You may reach me via email, and I've given you both my school and personal email addresses on page 2 of your syllabus. And yes, I will, sorry to admit, I'm one of those people who still have an AOL account as my personal account. I've had it for 30 years. So don't make fun of me for it. But if you do not receive a reply from me on either one of them in less than 24 hours, then chances are I've not gotten the message for some reason. So try again, or if it's an emergency or you have a question about the lesson, call me at 270-993-7327. That's my cell, and I have it with me all the time. And don't call just to chat or to tell me your dog ate your homework or you ran out of gas. I mean, if it's related to a school activity or a school lesson, please call me. Now, we're going to be studying Black culture and the slave system, from how it began and where it began and who began it, all the way up to just right after the Civil War. So you're not going to learn about the beginnings of slavery, but you're also going to learn about the hardships that the poor Africans experienced when they became slaves, and you'll also learn about the contributions that they made to our American society. And we're going to begin our studies in Africa. And this little map I've got here on the right is what I call the hump of Africa. It's that little sticky out place on the western coast of Africa. And we're going to start with the Mali Empire. And if you've got your back text, you probably already know that. But this area is called the Slave Coast. And they've got the Gold Coast and the Silver Coast and the Slave Coast and the Ivory Coast. Whatever area on this west coast that they have this particular commodity, that's what it's called. Now, I'm not going to take up a lot of your time. So like I said, I just wanted to remind you of a few things that I can't help you if I don't know something's wrong, but I don't want to be your father confessor. So I want to welcome you to class and hope you enjoy your readings. And you're going to learn some things that are going to be disturbing. You're going to learn some things you're going to say, oh my God, how could that happen? You're going to learn some things you're going to say, gosh, golly, that's wonderful. You're going to learn a lot of new information. And I just caution you that this is a history class. You're here to learn, so don't be too quick about condemning or judging these people on things they did 300 or 400 years ago. You're to learn, and as you learn, you will find out why things that happened 300 or 400 years ago are affecting us today and what's going on today. I think if you really try, you will enjoy this course. So as I said, welcome to class, and I hope you enjoy your reading.